els Països Catalans, and a word for all the Democrats that are in jail. After Joan, I'm going to be brief since his introduction has been very complete. I would like to point into several areas where we're going to get in the journal that differentiated, I think, greatly from the former journal. First, we're going to pay a lot of attention to global warming, the ecological crisis it produces, and their impact on social inequalities in health. Next, we are going to try to attract research on geopolitics and issues such as the risk of nuclear war, which guarantees the extermination of our species. Another area that we believe is missing from social determinants of health is to dig into the mechanisms behind the large number of associations that you find in this field. For example, domination in exploitation in the case of class and patriarchy, but also other types of relation that produce inequities, such as gender, cisgender, heterosexism, migration, nationality, the tension between the North and the South, the super exploitation really that occurs following Marini, the political economist from Brazil. And we would like also to investigate or attract papers on the philosophy of epidemiology in public health. Personally, and many will laugh at me, I don't see why it's so interested to get into counterfactuals, which to me are a fantasy and cannot be tested. This is just an example of the variations of the empiricism that has dominated the field during the last decades and remains unchallenged. And to me, it's a form of idealism with clashes with science. Next, we would like to deeper into political solutions. The amount of research that's devoted to just developing, implementing and evaluating programs and policies to reduce health inequities is minimal in this field. And most of the research is descriptive. That imbalance should be corrected, even as an ethical issue. I mean, what's the point of showing one time and again that education is associated with mortality, for example, to call on the global burden of disease? And we also depart, of course, from the GDS, the development goals, because they are linked to growth. So we think that they are incompatible with planetary health. And finally, we would like to give room and a voice to the Global South, where much of the leadership in this field has been arising. For example, the indigenous movement, as in, for example, the Palestinian case, also in Latin America, and other types of movements like the trans movement. Their positions usually transcend their topic and get into our economic system as well. And well, there are interesting experiments going on today, like the tense and difficult position of Petro in Colombia that need to be documented and quantified. among others, in not only Latin America, but also Asia. So this is a blueprint of some of the areas that we prioritize. So thank you for listening, and let's start with our panels. Thank you.